Welcome back to the shop, guys. When we brought the Z06 in a few weeks back, it had been raining, and you may recall the passenger side carpet was damp and the driver's side carpet was just downright wet. It didn't take long, but almost immediately some of the smartest viewers on YouTube chimed in with comments that most likely the C5 udders on the passenger side and the driver's side. Wait, what? The C5 has udders? Anyhow, the C5 udders, which are on the passenger side and on the driver's side, which drain the water that comes down the windshield into like the call vent area and where the fresh air comes in, they're probably plugged. And with how filthy parts of this car were, I think they're probably right. So we're going to clean all of the udders. We're going to do that and a whole lot more next.
Toys for life.
We're going to start on the passenger side, and you can access the passenger side udder by removing the battery and reaching your hand down and grabbing it. But since we've got the Z06 on the lift already and the wheel is removed, let's go ahead and take off this access panel, and we can get a really good view of where that udder is attached, so then we can remove it and clean it. Alright, the access panel comes loose with a bunch of 7mm screws and just a couple of plastic clips. By the way, if anybody's got a really good electric ratchet that you like that's small and powerful and doesn't break the bank, please leave it in the comments below. Well guys, that did not go as planned. I got the access panel off, but I can see the udder deep inside there, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get it in and out from here. So we learned that. The other thing that's important here is this is the computer and wiring harness. And I put out a video a while ago, these 20-year-old C5s, the battery is directly above this. And if they had acid leak over the last 20 years, sometimes this can be in really rough shape. So I'm impressed with how clean this is. If you ever have your wheel off, you might want to check yours to see what yours looks like here, because this can be an expensive repair. For more on that, I'll include a link in your upper right-hand corner about the dangers of typical lead-acid batteries and why you should use an AGM battery. To get at the passenger side udder, we just have to remove the battery and we'll be able to reach in and remove it. Well, that's not good. It's missing the battery hold down. In a G machine like this, we can't have that. So I picked up a new battery hold down block, and this is from Dorman. You can get it pretty much anywhere, and that'll make sure that this Z06's battery will stay put. The udder is located right there, so all I'm going to do is grab it and pinch it and pull it out, and then we'll check it out. And it's kind of a long thing, and the end of it is where the water drains out and stuff tends to gather. So let's take a peek as we empty this out and see exactly how much junk is in here. Makes a good compost. Honestly, not as much as I thought there would be, but now we know that it's perfectly clean, and we'll put it back in. And when I go to put this back in, I'm going to have to push it through the hole, and then this lip kind of gets stuck to hold it in place. So we'll squeeze it together and get it in there, and then pull it so it's nice and tight and seated in the hole. So let's fish it back down where it came from. And then make sure you squeeze it together to get it back inside this hole. So that it can do its job. Now I'm not going to lie, it takes a little bit of fishing to get this down into the hole. So before you take it out, take a good look with a flashlight so you can see how far down it goes. It ends up being right next to the rocker panel near the bottom of the car. Now we've moved over to the driver's side, and I've got a feeling we're going to have better luck finding the 3 udders. And look at that. 1, 2, 3 beautiful udders. And this makes it easy because I can just clean them without taking them off by pulling the debris through the end. Chunk of plastic. This one's entirely full. I'm going to take it off because it's super full. And even clean the hole out above it. There. Now I can put this one back. Take that one off too. And its hole is clean. So that was definitely worth the few minutes it took to clean all 3 udders. And now I need to get a shop vac and clean all this junk. There's quite a bit. Now that's better. So guys, we learned that cleaning all 4 udders on a C5 Corvette is actually not that hard. On the passenger side, go ahead and remove that battery, reach down in there and pull that udder out, making sure to pay attention to how it's routed down to the rocker. Clean it and put it back in, put the battery back in, and you're done. On the driver's side, the ticket is definitely to remove this panel by taking off the front tire. You've got easy access to all 3 udders. You can clean them thoroughly. Pop them back in, put the panel back on, tire back on, and you're done. So Ken's got his Z06 back. It's raining today, and it's been raining hard the last few days. I gotta know, is it wet inside or is it dry?
Take a look. Never have I had dry carpets after a rainstorm.
So
It worked.
it looks like the udders might have been the problem. That is good news. Guys, if you liked the video and you learned something, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.